So let's talk about the YETI Hopper M series. I'm gonna go over the different features of it. I'm gonna go over my experiences with it to help you make a better buying decision for your cooler. Okay, so let's just have a look at the cooler itself. So it is a soft cooler, and as with all YETI products, it is incredibly high quality, the material that it is made out of. So it feels good to the touch, it looks good, looks modern, sleek, and is definitely a cooler that stands out. And on the bottom and on the sides, we do have a DryHide shell, and that just means it's gonna protect against any punctures or UV rays, so it's not gonna wear out. So let's just go over the different parts of the cooler right here. So this is the front, and we have the mag-safe lid, which is incredibly nice, no zippers on this. Just open it really easily. You don't have to use really a lot of strength for it. It just opens nice and easily. There are magnets in here, and just closing it really softly like this. That's all you need to do. So you can look at the capacity inside this cooler. So it has a really nice lining to it, the cold shell insulation. And then of course the $1,000,000 question, how long will your drinks and food and ice be kept cool in this bag? Around 2 days. Of course, it'll depend on where you're putting this cooler. You know, if it's straight in 100-degree heat, it's probably only gonna last a day. So it just depends. But overall, on average, it'll last around 2 days. It'll keep everything cold and frozen. And we'll go over a demo of me adding some drinks to this in a minute here. Now let's talk about the capacity and go over the demo of just me putting a few things in here. So first, this is the M30 series, and this can hold up to 42 cans or 32 pounds of ice. So quite a lot of space in here. And kind of just give you a better idea, just let me put this side by side to my body, to my torso, just so you can see. And the inside, a little bit farther of a distance away. Okay, so let's just put something in here just so you can see the capacity. There really is a ton of room. I could just fill multiple cartons of milk in here and still have room to add a lot more in here. So you can just see how tall this is as well. So you can fit in wine bottles, no problem. And of course, all your beer will fit in here. So this really makes it perfect for any outing that you have. You can easily fit a ton of drinks and snacks in here with ice. Just easily close it on up, just like this. Okay, then on the front, we have first these little grid straps right here that you can attach this to anything, as well as the little buckles are plastic buckles, but are really sturdy plastic, like you find in a lot of YETI products. And of course, we have the handles. We have one on this side and one on the back as well. So I'll go ahead and flip this around so you can see. You can also see on the back, there is a handle right here. So if this is empty or doesn't have a lot in here, you can easily just grab this and carry it around. And overall, the bag, it's not too heavy really. Of course, when you're putting it with drinks, it's gonna be quite heavy, depending on how many drinks and how much ice you have in here. But overall, this is a fairly light cooler. And then the same grid and buckles on both sides. And just to show you what this is like with the buckles, go ahead and push this down just for extra security, extra seal on the top. So you're not just relying on the mag seal. Just go ahead and push this down, grab the buckle, throw it on over, and snap that in. And we'll do the other side. Really easy. Just push on in. There you have the top folded over, again, for extra seal on the top. And personally, I haven't had any problems with leaks with this. I've had a lot of drinks in here and there's just been no problems, even when some of the ice melts, some of the water in there. Of course, when you have this folded over like this and buckled in, it's not gonna fall out. You know, I've put this on its side, no water has gotten out. I put it upside down for a little bit and the water has gone out. Of course, if you're just sitting there just shaking it like this, you know, probably some water is gonna get out. But if, you know, you're just throwing this around and it just goes upside down for a little bit, you'll be fine. Okay, and then next we have the strap. It's a really nice strap, really nice grip on the inside of this while still being fairly soft. I feel like the strap could be a little bit thicker though. You know, the thing is, when this thing is fully loaded up, it can get a little heavy. So having just a little bit thicker of a pad would be nice, but it's still a really high quality strap. Really high quality material for the nylon strap down here, as well as it's the same material for all the straps and handles. And we also have handles on the sides to carry if you would like. So really, you can carry it from the strap. You can attach it to anything with the grid and the buckles right here, or you can carry it on the sides. And I'll just throw this over my shoulder so you can have a look at what it looks like. So you can carry it like this or just on one shoulder. You can see it's just not too big. It is a little bulky, of course, but it's not like feel like I'm gonna topple over, or it's just taking up way too much space and I can't move. So it's fairly easy to carry like this. And then again, carrying it with the straps, really nice. And the handle on the back, and then the handles on the sides. So who is this cooler for? Really anyone who wants a nice cooler that isn't too heavy, that is high quality, that will stand up against any, dirt that you're throwing on it, anywhere you're placing it, you're dragging it in the dirt, you're going camping, your outdoor activities, from your children's sporting events, taking it on road trips. And of course, for someone who doesn't want a really large, heavy, hard cooler, and someone who wants something that's really easy to access, like from the buckles all the way to opening it, that just took a couple seconds, no problem at all. Someone who wants different handles on here, so it's just easy to carry however they like. And for someone who just wants a higher quality, good looking, modern looking cooler, this is definitely for you, as this has served me really well. Having a good sized cooler like this, still being relatively small, but still being able to carry a lot, and keeping everything frozen for a couple of days really does make a big difference. And I've noticed a bigger difference with the YETI cooler than a lot of the other soft coolers I've tried. From my experience, I'm gonna continue using this. I like using this cooler, and it's worked really well, and it's definitely a cooler that I would recommend.